Good day, everyone. Today, I am going to discuss to you the topic Instructional Design for Online Courses Development. But before we discuss what instructional design is, let us unlock these terms first and how they are related to the topic. The word instruction. It is defined as the purposeful direction of learning process. Also said as detailed information telling something should be done, operated, or assembled, or simply means educating or giving steps that must be followed. Next is design. A plan or drawing produced to show the look and function or workings of an object before it is built or made. Now, what is instructional design? According to Reiser and Dempsey, it is a systematic process that is employed to develop education and training programs in a consistent and reliable fashion. Instructional design is the systematic process of translating several principles of learning and instructions into plans for instructional materials and learning. For us educators, we can no longer rely on traditional way of delivering education because our learners nowadays are into technology where stealing their attention and interest in a classroom become difficult. So, to get their interest and attention during classes, it is essential for us to integrate technology, the internet, in designing and delivering education. Although this kind of method is costly, time-consuming, and a bit tiring, at the end of the day, all our effort will not go to waste. There are a number of instructional design models and processes. Many of their components are similar, so let us just focus on ADDIE model. ADDIE is actually an acronym. A stands for analysis, D for design, D for development, I for implement, and E for evaluation. In the context of e-learning, let us take a closer look at each phase. The first one is analysis. Analysis helps identify learning goals and objectives. It also helps gather information about what your audience already knows and what they still need to learn. So before you start developing your e-learning course, the ADDIE model states you should first analyze the current situation. Basically, get a clear picture of where everything is currently to understand the gaps you need to fill. Next is design. In the design phase, we view all the information from the analysis phase and make informed decisions about creating the learning program. Be aware, this phase is often time-intensive and requires attention to detail. The ADDIE model suggests building a storyboard or blueprint of our entire e-learning course. Storyboards are meant to help the designer and stakeholders visualize big ideas. They can also speed up the development process. Note that, while storyboarding can be helpful, many projects don't allow sufficient time for such detail. You've got your analysis, you've got your design, now it's time to start building. The development phase is where you actually begin creating or developing your e-learning course. In the previous design phase, the content ideas should have already been decided. Your job in the development phase is to bring those content ideas to life. This means laying out the content visually, creating graphics, recording videos, carefully selecting fonts and colors, building the course in the e-learning authoring tool. Anything that has to do with creating the actual end product for your learners. Next is implementation. Your e-learning course has been created, tested, and approved. Now it's time for your learners to take the course. At the implementation phase, your e-learning course is available for users to begin completing. The final phase in the ADDIE model is evaluation. After the e-learning course is designed, developed, and implemented, you want to make sure it's doing its job. Is the course effective? Are your learners confused? The evaluation phase is all about gathering important information to see if the course needs to be revised and improved. One unique feature of ADDIE model is that it can be used as a continuous cycle. For example, you gather feedback in the final evaluation phase, then plop it right back into the beginning analysis phase, which starts at entirely new iteration of your end product. Here are the differences between planning face-to-face in an online course. First, the degree to which the instructor must plan the components of the course prior to the first day of class. Second, the need to understand the impact of the technology has on the learning process. And the need to understand the impact that the technology has on the instruction process. So here are the questions you may ask. Why is the ADDIE model important? Who invented the ADDIE model? Is the ADDIE model outdated? The answers are: why is the ADDIE model important? ADDIE is one of the most commonly used learning models. It is important because it provides a proven methods for designing clear and effective training programs. If you are looking for instructional design jobs, mastery of ADDIE is a common attribute on job descriptions. Who invented the ADDIE model? The ADDIE model was originally invented by Florida State University in 1975. Its purpose was to form an instructional systems development program for military training. Eventually, the model transformed and became commonly used for all types of training. Is the ADDIE model outdated? The answer is: many modern learning professionals claim that the ADDIE model is outdated due to its rigidity and linear process. Outdated or not, ADDIE is still one of the most popular learning models in corporate and higher educations. In traditional education settings, classroom walls act as boundaries for instruction and learning. But online education has no walls and uses a delivery method that shifts the course development process entirely. This shift suggests instructional design principles and models are needed to address the complexities inherent to the web as a delivery mode. Following instructional design principles for online courses ensures the focus is on student learning and not on the technology or platform. That's all of my report. I hope you learned something from me. My name is Rachel Gonzaga. Good day, everyone.